Clutch Trucker is filmed before a live studio audience. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Subject of today's video is owner-operators. Should you own your own trailer? Well, you know, that kind of depends. There's a few variables involved. I do currently own my own trailer. I've had this one for about 15 months, a little over a year. Got it in July of last year of 2017. It's a dry van. I would not own a reefer trailer. More maintenance involved. Of course, now you're talking about a whole nother engine. They're a lot more expensive, and like I say, another engine you're having to deal with repairs on. So, yeah, I would not own a reefer, but a dry van, they're not that expensive. You can get used ones anywhere from 20 to 30 grand. New ones, usually right around the $30,000 mark, a little bit more, depending on which brand you get, all right, and what kind of time of year, what kind of deal you can get. I got this one at Deluxe Trailer Sales in the Chicago area. They also have a name of Refix Trailers. What they do is they're a Hyundai dealer, Hyundai trailer dealer. That's what this trailer is. But they also buy trailers that have been in an accident or damaged somehow. Maybe the front corner got kind of munched in. The rear corner got kind of munched in. That's what happened to this trailer. Had a little damage on the front and rear apparently. And they repaired it. They just rebuilt it essentially. For one, they're a Hyundai dealer. They're allowed to, and they're licensed to rebuild them. So what they do is they buy them at fire sale prices from insurance companies who total them out, and then they rebuild them to new specs, and you can basically get a brand new trailer essentially for a lot less money. I paid around $23,000 for this trailer. All right, so not a bad deal. And like I say, it's a dry van. Dry vans all have a wood floor. This is a plated trailer. There are two different types of dry vans. Well, there's more than two. Two main types. There's the plated walls, which are where, you know, if you're going down the road and you see the seams about every, that'd probably be 6 feet apart or so. Those are usually the plated ones. The ones where you see those seams really close together, they have just aluminum on the inside, and they're not a plated wall. And the difference being, a plated dry van is considered a food grade trailer. So a lot of times that's required on a lot of the loads you may take. And with the company I lease to, that's required. Also, you have to have an aluminum roof, not a translucent roof, because a translucent roof allows too much sunlight in for some of these food type loads, and they don't want that. All right, and usually most places want swing doors. They do not want a roll door in the back. You may see like a lot of Walmart trailers and so forth with a roll door. Well, but that's just them dealing with their own stuff. Usually you have to have swing doors, okay? So those are the main things you need to look for. Like I say, this is a 2016. I bought it in 2017. So it was essentially a brand new trailer that got fixed up, and I saved like 7-8 grand then by being able to have them fix it and do it that way. It's been a pretty good dry van. I did have a couple of water leak issues that I was able to deal with in the past year. Just with some caulk and some of that flex spray, you know, like flex tape, baby. You've seen those videos. Used some of that flex spray, and it actually worked. It was towards the back where they had repaired it, and obviously hadn't been sealed up quite as well. Just a little bit of water had been getting in, so that seemed to take care of that problem. But they do a real good job there at Deluxe Trailer Sales. They sanded the floor, you know, they patch any problem that might have existed in there. So like I say, I got damn near a brand new trailer for a lot less money, which was nice. The bad side is, of course, it came with a potpourri of tires on it and wheels, just kind of what they had lying around the yard. So within, you know, within 6 months, I had to buy a whole new set of trailer tires. And trailer tires, they tend to, you know, go out faster than anything on your truck and trailer, because a lot of times you curb them, you're scrubbing them a lot as you're trying to turn around in lots. And they just don't have as much tread depth on them anyway, so you're going to go through more trailer tires. But the reason I bought the trailer, main reason, is because Turquoise Trucking, who I lease to, they were leasing trailers through Stoughton, and we had to pay, you know, a fair amount every week to lease this trailer. The catch was, we were still responsible for all maintenance: tires, brakes, airline issues, if you get a hole in the trailer anywhere, you know, whatever. You're responsible for all that. I'm kind of thinking, well, if I'm responsible for all this, I might as well own my own trailer, because you know what's going to happen. I'll put a brand new set of tires on the trailer, I'll redo the brakes, and then it'll be time to turn that trailer in, and I just gave all that away. No. I want to own my own trailer if that's what is going to be the situation. So that's worked out pretty well. And then plus, I have the bonus, like owning my own truck, that I know the history of the trailer, I know what's going on with it, and I know the maintenance schedule, so I can keep up with that. And it makes it a little bit easier. This trailer has one very neat, unique feature. Okay, here's the back of my Hyundai trailer, pretty standard drive-in trailer, but as we open the door, you'll see the unique thing about this trailer. Look at that, lights. You see that there are 4 LED lights along the ceiling there. So it lights up the whole trailer. And you can see there's some potatoes left in there from my last load. I have yet to clean this out. What I do when I clean it out, by the way, is I have a leaf blower that my wife got me a couple of Christmases ago, which is a wonderful thing. Get in there with my leaf blower and I can just blow all this dirt out, and I'll pick up the few potatoes that are left. But you see those lights up there? When I first bought this trailer, I was like, am I really gonna want that? But as many times as I have to get in there at night and clean this thing out, believe me, those lights are a beautiful thing. And whenever I go to shippers and receivers, they always comment, wow, I love those lights in there, because we can actually see what we're doing when we go into your trailer to load it or unload it. And I think because of that, they tend to be a little bit nicer to my trailer and not smash it up as much. You're always going to get some damage, but I think overall those lights really help out. There's a switch right up here on the wall, the sun's coming through, where I can turn it on and off. There you go, so there's the inside of my drive-in. My trailer also has the skirts on it. I think that does help in fuel economy a little bit. They weren't initially on the trailer when I looked at it, but I had them put those on and put on extra cross members. If you look closely at the rivets on the side here, I have more rivets because I have extra cross members underneath. See, all those extra cross members, many more than a regular trailer, twice as many actually. Helps if you have heavy loads of like those big rolls of paper, then your floor is not going to bow. Another thing I do is I have a fully inflated, mounted on a wheel tire, trailer tire, ready to go on the back of my cab here in this great tire rack. And it saved me just about a month ago when I had a tire blowout in Nevada. As I was talking about, when I had a tire blowout on me, I had this one right here, this Uniroyal, in my spare rack. And I just paid TA $20.21 to swap out that one, the one that had blown, for this one right here. And that's all I had to pay at the time, and I was back on the road. Then I was able to buy another matching Uniroyal inside there on my own time, at my own schedule, and get it cheaper somewhere else. And so what was there, which was originally another Roadmaster, it's now the one that's up in my tire rack. Okay, this is now a vented trailer. There's the vent door. You can close the holes by sliding this that way. I usually just leave it open, get some air going through there. Anyway, I had to put those on when I was down in Florida. The only loads that paid well getting out of Florida were watermelon loads, and you had to have a vented trailer. So we found a place that I could go to get those put on for about 200 bucks. So there's the one on the back. There's my intake upper vent on the front side of the trailer. Okay, so I've shown you all the features of the trailer. Those LED lights inside, really surprised that's not standard features on these dry vans anymore, because as you saw, it was just 4 little banks of LED lights, and those LED lights don't draw a lot of voltage, and so I just usually leave them on all the time, which is nice. Like I say, shippers and receivers love it. I love it, getting in there to clean out the trailer at night. I've shown you the skirts, the extra cross members underneath, and yes, this is now a vented trailer. It wasn't initially, but those are easy to add on, as we found out. Okay, back to the main thing of, should you own your own trailer or not? Well, depends on your situation. Like the last company I leased to, Indian Creek Express, they were a reefer company, so I didn't want to have to own a reefer trailer. Sometimes we did a lot of drop and hook anyway, where you needed to switch trailers. Well, if you're leasing to a company that does a lot of drop and hook, and you're not using the same trailer all the time, there's no point in owning your own trailer. If you have your own authority, obviously you're going to need your own trailer because you're always going to be dealing with your own trailer. Now, the company I leased to, Turquoise Trucking, out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, we were assigned one trailer when we started with them, and it was a Stoughton trailer, but like I said, we always had the same trailer, so we never did a drop and hook situation. So in that case, it just made sense to own my own trailer, because if I was responsible for all maintenance on the trailer, then I might as well own it. I know the maintenance history, I know what's going on with it, and then I don't have to give the trailer away and give away a whole bunch of tires and brakes that I just paid for because the lease is up. So that makes more sense. So that's really where it only makes sense as an owner-operator. If you're leased to a company that you always keep the same trailer, then it's worth buying your own trailer. If you have your own authority, obviously, you need your own trailer. Outside of that, you really don't need to, but it worked really well for my situation, so that's why I own my own trailer. Like I say, Deluxe Trailer Sales in Chicago, Illinois. I'm not even sure if it's actually Chicago. You know, they have like 1.5 million suburbs and little towns, but if you look them up online, you'll find them. That's where I got this one, and I got a good deal for it. Like I say, they had it listed for like $23,500. I said, yeah, I'll take that, but you need to add skirts and you need to add in those extra cross members underneath. And they said, sure, we'll do that for that same price. So I got a really good deal. I have a more heavy-duty dry van than most people haul because of that reason. I have the skirts on there. It's now vented, and I have those lights in there, and I got it all for a hell of a lot less than I would have paid for new. And yes, I know I screwed up earlier. I actually bought it in 2018. Anyway, it's been a good thing so far. So there you go. So owner-operators, there's a little help for you on trailer issues, if you should own your own trailer or not. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please comment, please ring the bell, subscribe, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. As always, clutch out.